Welcome to another leg day. Welcome. This is how my typical leg day workout goes. So I thought I would do like a voiceover type thing instead of just putting the video out there. So I'm going to be watching it while you're watching it as well as I describe what is going on. So after all the warm up, you know, I've warmed up, I'm all nice and loose and ready to go. I always start my sort of leg day with some form of hip thrust. Well, actually, let me not say always, but like 70% of the time I will start with hip thrust. I'll do one leg at a time, and this burns. I highly recommend it. You can even do this with a dumbbell. If you don't have access to the gym, you can use a dumbbell and still do the same thing. As long as you have your hip circle, you'll be good to go. So I'll write everything in the description box as usual, but this burns your cheeks. Remember to keep your chin tucked in when you're doing the hip thrust. You don't want to look to the sky. You sort of want to keep, you need that double chin going when you're doing the hip thrust. The double chin is a must. And it doesn't matter what weights you use, just make sure you use the weights that's comfortable for you but challenging. So you don't want to go and break your back now, but you still want it to be challenging, and you know, yeah, you still want a challenging weight. Squeeze at the top. And one thing I also do is I pause at the top for like 10 seconds before I release, and oh my god, your bum will be screaming. It will be absolutely screaming. Every time I finish hip thrust, I'm like, I can't stand up. I can't. Let me just sit here and think about my life. And then I move on to some squats with a pause at the bottom. And what you want to do is sort of stand with your feet pointing outwards and, you know, shoulder width apart, and pause. As you're coming down, you just pause for like 1-2 seconds and you come back up, and oh my god, your quads, your glutes, your everything will just be on fire. Everything hurts. I forgot what these are called. I think they're called reverse hyper something. I'll write the name in the description box. But what I find is when I hold the weights to my chest, it hurts my lower back. Like, my lower back is probably more sensitive than anyone's because I've had 3 kids by C-section, and I feel like the epidural has, you know, left me. I get little niggly back pains here and there. Then I move on to single leg RDLs. I also do this standing on, I do this standing on a bench, because when I do it just on the surface as in on a flat floor, I don't know what it is, but it hurts my lower back as well. So I find that doing it this way, I don't feel any pain in my lower back. So try both ways and see which one works for you. I like to do my leg press on the Smith machine because I feel like I feel it more in my glutes, being able to push upwards. But it's a bit tricky at first to get your feet placement to unlock the thing.
Subproduction.com.
I like to superset it by putting on the hip circle, and oh my god, it just makes the weight 10 times heavier. I can't explain it. and I really feel it in my glutes when I do it this way as well as my quads. So it depends. So the wider your feet goes, the more you feel it in your glutes. The narrower your feet goes, the more you feel it in your quads. That's what I found for me. And then I move on to some walking lunges. And one thing I've learnt over the years with lunges is that you step out, then you go down. So you don't step out down, you step out first and then you go down. So when you do that, you trust me, when you do that, you're getting the most out of that one lunge. So because when I first started, I used to just go out and down, but you've got to step out, as in, like, you know, you've got to basically put emphasis on that step out before you go down. And by this time I was tired, my legs were finished, everything was just shaking, every movement felt like everything. But by this point everything was just hurting. I was ready to go home, but you know, we don't quit over here. We don't quit. I finished off my glute workout. I finished off my workout with the hip abductor. That's what it's called. Yeah, abduction. Yeah, I like to call this the open and close machine. So I've been doing one leg at a time. I just find that I feel it in each cheek, you know. I don't know, I could be wrong. Try it out and let me know what you think. But I really like doing the one leg at a time, and then I superset it with both legs and then with a hip circle as well. And oh my god, oh my god, give this a go. Please give this a go and let me know how you find it. When you superset it with the hip circle after you've just done one leg at a time, your bum will be on fire, as in, like, everything will just be screaming. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick glute workout, and see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.